And what's up guys, Logan here, and today I'm actually going to be using some SEAFOAM in my car. My car actually has a common case of the Mustang tick. 11 to 12 Mustangs actually have it. It's something to do with the geometry of cylinder number 4. Just causes a slight little tick when you're at idle, so I'm just going to use some, see if it'll quiet it down. Y'all see right now. Now since my car actually uses 8 quarts of oil, I'm going to use 8 ounces of this stuff, and I actually already got it all pre-measured out. Right here I just split it into 2 cups, and I'll just use 1 because that's half of 16. I'm just going to crank up my car just so y'all can actually hear the tick, just so y'all can hear before and after. Now it's not actually as bad as other Mustangs out there, but I don't like the sound. When I'm driving up through a drive-thru, I can hear it ticking, and it's just annoying, drives me crazy. But this right here, the instructions actually say to drive about 125 miles on it after you add it to your crankcase. The place right here where you put your oil. And after you add it to your crankcase, you actually just drive 125, anywhere from about 125 to 200 miles on it. And one good way to judge it, actually see if it's actually doing its job, is to actually wipe some old oil before I actually add this stuff to the engine. Wipe it on a little piece of paper towel, see what the color is, and then afterwards do the same thing as I'm changing my oil, see if the oil is at all any darker. It should be, so I'll do it right now. Now this right here is the oil before I've added the SEAFOAM. Let's see what color it is. It shouldn't be too bad because I changed my oil about 2,000 miles ago, full synthetic. So that's the color right there. I'm actually going to use the same paper towel whenever I change my oil, but y'all see the direct difference actually at the end of this video. Now that I actually have the 8 ounces all measured out, I'm going to add it directly to the crankcase, so here we go. Now one important thing to remember is that this isn't actually going to change the viscosity of your oil like other engine flushes will, so this is kind of like a safe alternative to actually doing like a real engine flush. Well guys, I'm just going to go ahead and drive around a little bit today and tomorrow, let the stuff do its work, and y'all will see the results tomorrow. And that's one thing you'll see all the time here in Texas, is a truck pulling an American flag. And what's going on guys, it's actually a new day. I drove about 100 miles, it told me to drive about 125 to 200 miles. I think it's good enough for me because honestly the results I've gotten have been really, really good. Now the biggest difference I've noticed is that my car is actually a lot quieter, the engine. Before there was that little bit of a lifter tick that most 2012 Coyote engines actually develop, but I don't know, it was the first day I was driving it, it was just that noise almost completely went away. It's really, really quiet. You can still hear it just a little bit if you're driving through like a drive-through or something, but it's not nearly as bad as it once was. Now I'll crank it up just so y'all can hear. I showed y'all the tick that it had before. Like I said, it still has a little tick, but it isn't nearly as loud as it was before. But when I noticed that the car was actually sounding a little bit different was at a red light just the morning after I poured it in. It was sounded a lot quieter than it did before. Now I'm not expecting it to be a whole lot darker. I mean, like I said, I just changed my oil not even 2,000 miles ago, but I was just wanting to just change it, add the SEAFOAM, see if it's any darker. So let's see. Oh wow, that is actually a little bit darker. It definitely wasn't that dark yesterday. Now I did just wipe the dipstick off, and as you can see, it is a little bit darker. It isn't a crazy amount darker, and granted, yeah, this is a little bit dried, but yeah, this right here is definitely darker than when I took out the original oil before I added the SEAFOAM. As far as performance, I didn't notice a crazy amount of difference. I did notice the throttle was a little bit better as far as soon as you're pushing the gas, it seems like it's just wanting to go. I mean, it didn't seem like it was a crazy amount faster, but I like it. So honestly, if I had to rate SEAFOAM 1 out of 10, I would give it honestly a 10, just because I wasn't expecting it to change the tone of the engine at all. And SEAFOAM, it's not only used just for the crankcase. You actually add it to your gasoline, you can add it to your intake. They actually have like a spray SEAFOAM that you spray for like 2 or 3 minutes or something into your actual intake, and it's supposed to clean out all your intake, your throttle body, everything like that, which I'm actually thinking about doing here in a couple weeks. I might make another video, but yeah, you don't just have to add it to your crankcase. But guys, I really did hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to go ahead and change my oil now, and I hope that this kind of cleared up some of y'all's perceptions about SEAFOAM, and as far as, trying to quiet some kind of ting or a knock or something like that, I mean, at least try SEAFOAM. It's worked really good for me. Look at the little deer. That's one thing I see all the time is deer over there in the woods over there. But the uploads, they will be coming more often. Now everything's settling down with the house, new job, and everything like that. I'm just having a little bit more time now. I'll be going to different car meets out there in Conroe, and I'll be definitely uploading more videos. I know it's been about 2 weeks since I uploaded my last one, so I'm trying to be a little bit more regular. But guys, I really did hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it and please subscribe. And as always, have a great day.